Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is the very long overdue room tour, which I really hope you like. To give you this context, this room is very small, so I will be filming this myself because I don't actually think two people would be able to fit in here and try and film at the same time. But we moved in here in January, me and my boyfriend Christian, and we kind of got free rein on how we decorated and made up our room, which we were really grateful for and had a lot of fun with. So immediately walking into the room we have this very large shelving unit. This was from IKEA, most of the furniture in here is. And it's one of those things you can build yourself, so you can make it really personalised to your space. So we went for 5 shelves, which has worked out really well. So the top 3 are a bit smaller. So we have a lot of books, as you can see, plants, and just kind of home bits. These are bits that we got from Marrakesh with the little camel. The pot, I actually thrifted the vase, but I think it's from Tiger. Christian's then got his hair gel. These books we also thrifted, and I love the way these look. And I think this is the only live plant in this room actually, but I think he's pretty cute. Then moving on to the next shelf, this is one of my most used shelves, I would say. I've just got a candle, and again this little thing from Marrakesh, which has actually got like a pretend snake in it, which is quite cute. And then I kind of have some like jewellery storage, so in here we've got clips, nail varnishes and like bracelets. This is kind of like my everyday deodorant and makeup. Then all of my necklaces on this really cute little stand. Again, some more hooped earrings and like rings I tend to put on this. And then in here just like clips and hairbands. Then the real storage comes in the next 2 shelves. So these boxes didn't actually come from IKEA, they come from Amazon, but they are like the perfect fit. You get them in a set of 3, so we had to get 2 sets, but the other 2 have come in handy too. I've just got gym wear, like my underwear in here, my cute summer tops and things in that one, and then like pyjamas slash hair care in that one. That's a bit of a question mark. This actually worked out really well because then we had enough room to put in this shoe rack underneath. We call it a shoe rack, it's actually supposed to be a TV stand, and it's actually pretty empty right now, so we could definitely have some more storage to play around with, but I've just got some tissues, a little box of nonsense there, and then some like files and things, and then we just put like bags and shoes on this, as well as my washing basket. So like we've got quite a lot of stuff in quite a small amount of space. This mirror here is a little bit unloved, like we kind of just dumped him here when we moved in because we weren't sure where to hang him. He just kind of stayed there. We obviously don't look in it very often. I mean, if you wanted to check out your shoes you could, but he's just resting there for now. Moving on, we then have this huge wardrobe from IKEA as well, and what I really love about it is the whole front is mirror, which really helps when you don't have enough room for like an individual standing mirror. But we've also made sure to use the top for storage, so we've got a box of jackets, a random like vintage school bell that Christian got for Secret Santa one year, some notebooks, another box of like storage up there, as well as my summer hat, which I unfortunately haven't used very recently. But yeah, as you can see, the mirror is pretty big, which is great because you can check out your outfit in one half while someone else is getting changed, or just, it also helps make the room feel a lot bigger because obviously this looks like just the room, but actually it's a mirror. We then have a huge window which actually looks onto our neighbour's house, so I won't show you too much of that, but I've then got like a little money pot in the corner. Whenever loose change falls out we tend to put it in there, and then I've got this pin board which you would have seen in my old room, but I've just got some cute photos and quotes and like little memory sake things on there. Then moving right along, we have this corner with the fireplace. This I'm still not 100% like satisfied with. The TV is great, super useful, and I've managed to wrap the wires in like white tape there, so they're a bit less visible. But the shelf still seems a little bit empty to me. I've got this candle from Sainsbury's on here, a little jewellery holder with no jewellery in it, an IKEA candle and a little drawing Christian's done, as well as some IKEA eucalyptus and a vase. This is like plastic, so it won't die, but I think it adds a nice little pop of green into the room. And then we have the bed, which is obviously my favourite corner of the room. I really like how this turned out. We had this room divider over the treadmill in our old house just to like keep it out of sight kind of thing, and we wanted to use it in this house, so it actually makes like kind of like a cool feature of the wall, because otherwise this would all just be blank wall. So it makes a little kind of cozy corner. Our bedding is from TK Maxx. It's just like 100% linen, like striped bedding, and I always like to put in some coloured pillowcases underneath. I think they're from Primark. And in terms of the cushion covers, the brown one is thrifted, the pink one I actually made myself, and then the red one is from IKEA. I want to switch out the pink one for an orange one, but I just haven't found a fabric that I really like yet. I've also just switched the fairy lights on, which I think is a really cute touch, especially in the evenings when you don't want the full light on. And then this print here is one Christian actually like recreated for me for Valentine's Day, and I think it's really stunning. Forgot to mention, but we also have 2 throws on our bed. I'm really not particular about how the throws look, as you can probably tell, but the brown one is from the range and the pink one is just a Primark blanket. I really like the combination of textures and colours in this corner though. I think it's really cute. Another cool thing about the bed that I forgot to mention is that it's actually an ottoman bed, which means if you pull this up, there's a little grey strap there, which you can pull, and I'll try and do it. Pull! And the whole thing opens up for, whoa, a lot of storage and a bit of a mess underneath. So this is where I hide all of my chaos, but makes for a lot of storage, which is really handy. But obviously we keep things in there that we don't use too often, like suitcases and extra hangers and everything like that. Then coming up to the last thing in the room is just this kind of like makeshift side table I've made. This bed is pretty low, and obviously we didn't have enough width for like a proper nightstand, so this is actually just like a folder holder or like a paper holder, I don't really know. Like this is a lid, so it lifts up, ooh, like that. But I just use it as a bedside table, and we keep our hairdryer and my hair straighteners as well as like medication and things in there that we don't use too often but still need easy access to. And then I've got my notebooks on top, as well as the remotes for the TV and just my daily moisturiser. And lastly, I'm sure you would have seen this in the back of all of my videos, but we've got this huge coat rack on the back of the door, which is really great for coat storage, especially because we usually have the door open, so it doesn't really make too much of an eyesore because you don't really see it. And we can hang quite a few coats up there, as you can see. But yeah, that is it for my room tour. I really hope you enjoyed it and it gave you some inspo or just a little insight into my kind of style and what I enjoy decorating with and styling with. We really like how it turned out. It's super cozy, super practical, and kind of just like the bare essentials we keep in here, which I really enjoy because it makes things a lot simpler. But I really love all the warm tones and the cozy colours, and we just really love this room. If you like it too, please remember to hit the thumbs up and subscribe down below, because I'm currently posting 3 videos a week, so hopefully I'll see you very soon.